Welcome to Real, Raw and Authentic, The Experience. Today I'm here with Thelma Nusselder, and you probably have watched already the podcast episode about EMDR. If you haven't, make sure you're going to watch that first so you understand what EMDR is for and how it's going to help you with your mental health. Today I'm also sharing a real-life example of how an EMDR session looks like and how you can actually process and integrate a traumatic memory or a core belief or something like a worst-case scenario, as an example, that you feel like is still playing a role within you or in your life. So Selma, thank you for being here. We're going to try one of my traumatic memories that we're going to work with as an example to see how EMDR looks like. What is the device in front of me?
This is actually a helpful device to make sure that you move your eyes left to right. And I can also do it with my fingers. I also do, and many therapists do. But this is actually an addition to it. And you can choose your colors and we can change things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So an EMDR therapist would either use this light device or the fingers?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I can expect or what you can expect from an EMDR session, that you either sit with your therapist who is using the finger movement or a light movement device. Okay.
So first I just want to give you some general instructions. I'm going to ask you about your memory regarding the event that we're going to work on. At a certain point, I will ask you to concentrate on specific aspects of the memory. More specifically, I will ask you about the image in your mind that is still the worst to focus on at this moment.
Okay.
I want to ask you to be a spectator who is observing the things that are happening to you during the EMDR from the moment you start following my hand or the light tube. Those things can be thoughts, feelings, images, emotions, or physical reactions. Whatever it is okay. Just notice what comes up without trying to influence it and without dwelling on the question whether it's going well or not. Try to keep the memory in your mind while you engage in following the EMDR that I will apply as quickly as you can with effort. When I ask what comes up, do not go back to the original image, but just be open to whatever comes to your mind. And I want to emphasize, you cannot do it wrong. There's nothing you can do wrong about the EMDR. Okay? So now I want to ask you to tell me, without too many details, the memory of the event from the moment where you feel it starts till the moment that you feel it ends. Outline the entire memory broadly. It's about what you remember of it and not what happened exactly.
Okay. Well, I've been through severe abuse for many, many years, and it took me a long time to share it. And the first person I shared it with responded in a way that actually became for me trauma on top of trauma. Coming to the point of sharing my trauma, I went to a person that I thought would be a safe person. It took me a lot of courage and thinking and probably days, weeks, maybe even months to come to that point of sharing, because I carried so much shame, guilt, and that feeling of broken inside of me, but I couldn't carry it alone anymore. So I went to my, I thought so, safe person and shared what happened to me. And the response of that person was not what I hoped and needed or expected. I got the response of, how stupid can you actually be? And I remember that facial expression of them raising their eyebrows almost in disgust towards me. And that stuck with me. That made it even worse. It made my deep shame exactly worse. It made it true for me. It was, yes, you are at fault. Even though I know I'm not, but it made that belief stronger of like, yes, I am broken. It's disgusting. I'm at fault. It was me. I'm bad. I'm not good enough. All of those deep negative beliefs that I thought I had we're actually becoming stronger in that moment. And I cannot forget that facial expression of disgust towards me.
Mm. And what's the most difficult part of that memory in the present?
That I thought it was a safe person.
Mm.
I thought I could receive a shoulder to lean on, a warm, comforting hug. That moment of that I craved so much of, I'm here for you. You're not alone in this. And in this moment, I felt more lonely than ever. And even talking about it, it makes me emotional.
Mm. Yeah, I can see.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it prove, this image, to you? Is it about you, that you're not good enough, or is it about safety?
It's about trust.
Mm.
The thought right after is, you should have never shared it.
Mm-hmm.
How stupid can I be?
Mm.
So it also went in line with what they said to me.
Mm.
How stupid can I be? And that still stuck with me.
Yeah. So that's what gets triggered if you see this image. I'm stupid.
Yes.
Okay.
It's my fault. I should have never shared it.
Yeah. Okay. And
I feel very judged.
Mm.
I think that's what a lot of people can maybe also relate to. The fear of being judged. And when we are judged in our worst case scenario way,
Yeah.
that means, and that's a lot of times I think what trauma is, your worst case scenario has become true. And that was a moment for me.
Yeah. And if you bring up the image, what would you prefer to believe about yourself instead of I'm stupid?
I would prefer to believe that this was just not the right person to share it with.
Mm-hmm.
But I was brave enough to even share it, even if it wasn't the right person or the right response. That doesn't mean that I'm at fault of what happened to me or that I'm stupid.
Yeah.
That's what
so
I would
you're
like to
okay,
believe.
but what this person did was not okay.
Yeah.
So can you close your eyes for a moment and look at this image, how it's stored in your mind? If you look at it and you say to yourself, I'm stupid, how disturbing is that for you from 0 to 10? 0, not at all, and 10 is the worst it can be?
A 7.
Okay. Okay. So what I want to ask you to do is really picture this image in front of you. And when you really feel it, you open your eyes and you follow the light tube.
Mm-hmm. So the picture for me would be them raising their eyebrows, judging me harshly for something that happened to me.
Yeah. And how do you see in the image that you're stupid? What do you see? Focus on that and then open your eyes.
I feel very small.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Yes. Follow the light tube. Great. Keep going. What comes up?
Uncomfortableness.
Okay. Continue with that. What comes up?
Anger and a thought.
Okay, concentrate on that. What comes up?
No FU came up.
Continue with that. What comes up?
Sadness.
Great, keep going. Okay, take a breath. You're doing a great job. I can see it's hard for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When we continue, I I want to ask you to add something. Can you place your hands on your shoulders and tap like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. A little bit quicker. Like this. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you, yeah, you can pause. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to go back to the memory we started with, and then to close your eyes again and imagine it.
Yeah.
And when you open your eyes again and we start the EMDR process, you can look at the light tube and at the same time tap. Okay?
Okay.
This will be an extra addition to help you to also activate your prefrontal cortex.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Okay. So if you go back to the memory, how it's now stored in your mind, and you close your eyes, how high is your level of distress from 0 to 10?
Lower. I would give it maybe a 5.
Okay. And what in this image creates this 5?
It's just the look on that person's face
Okay.
towards me in disgust.
Okay. And what do you feel in your body when you see that, if you look at that?
A lot of shame.
Okay. Focus on that. And when you open your eyes, you follow the light tube and tap your hands. Yes, good. Great. Keep going. What comes up?
I feel a little bit more calm. That's what came up.
Okay. Keep going with that. Great. Keep going. What comes up?
It's a different picture. There were other people in the room.
Okay.
And they were not saying anything. They were more shocked.
Concentrate on that. Good. You're doing a great job. What comes up?
That there was this one other person in the room that I totally forgot about. That I actually shared it with 2 people that I thought were safe. Not just one. And the other person was exactly responding in a totally different way. In exactly the way that I would have needed.
Okay. Stay with that. What comes up?
That it doesn't matter as much.
Okay. Keep going and tap a bit quicker. Great. Keep going. Okay. Take a breath. You close your eyes one more time and you look at the image, how it's now stored in your mind. How disturbing is it to look at now from 0 to 10?
Not so disturbing. It's a 2.
So just to check in with you, Caroline, should we proceed to the last step, or what do you think? Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to do the last step?
Yes, let's do the last step.
Okay, so we'll just do it one time then. Okay, so your level of distress has gone down a lot. And I want to ask you, if you look at the image now and you say to yourself, I'm okay, how believable is that for you from 0 to 7? 0 not at all, and 7 the most it can be?
If I check in with myself, maybe a 5, 6, something like that.
Okay.
It's not fully believable.
Okay. So I want to ask you to close your eyes and say to yourself, I'm okay. And then you open your eyes. We do one more time with the light tube, okay?
And the tapping.
And that's okay, only the light tube.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. Okay. And if you look at the image again, when you close your eyes and you say to yourself, I'm okay, how believable is that now from 0 to 7?
More believable? It's more like a 7.
Okay, great. Yeah. You can open your eyes. Then we're finished with the EMDR process for today.
Okay.
And I want to emphasize, I think you did a great job. I could see it wasn't easy for you, but you really gave it everything. So I'm really proud of you. And I want to ask you, in this session, what was the most positive or worthwhile that you experienced and that you learned about yourself in this session?
I actually liked that I remembered that there was another person that I shared it with. My memory actually had stored it really differently. It was like I shared it with one person only, and that person responded so negatively and judgmental towards me. But actually, the second person responded in the way that I would have needed. But my mind sort of crossed that out. So for me, the most positive was actually that takeaway. There was someone responding in a different way towards me, but also that belief it doesn't really matter that much what the other person thinks of me. It's my truth matters.
Okay, so you really learned something new today that you actually forgot. And my last question is, what does it say about you that you were able to confront this difficult memory today and work with the EMDR session?
I feel a bit more brave that I can revisit difficult memories. And again, the most important thing for me was like, no, it's my truth. And I spoke up then. And even if it wasn't the right response, I still did something for myself that I thought and still think was the right thing to do. Was just one wrong person there.
Yeah.
But what I did was brave.
Yes, you are brave. And you stood up for yourself.
Thank you.
Yes, you did a great job.
Thank you. So now you see how an EMDR session actually can look like, what you can expect. It will be a little bit longer. Expect around 60 to 90 minutes. Most important thing after an EMDR session is to rest, take care of your body, listen to your body, what your body and your mind would need. Treat it a little bit like a gym workout for your mind and actually also your nervous system. That means resting up, drink enough, and take care of yourself, and try to find a good time to sleep and the right amount of sleep to process and integrate or allow your memories to integrate. Thank you so much, Thelma, for this session and sharing how an EMDR session can look like with everyone. Please make sure to subscribe also to my YouTube channel and like and comment on what your takeaway was on this important and profound episode today. And I'm gonna see you in the next episode. Please take good care of yourself. Until then.